Peace. Peace. Yo, this unique La Shame the Lord, La Shame the God. Yo, check it out. Today, I'm going to do this video on my interactions with Ron Do, who shot AZ, and how I met Ron Do. You feel me? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It's called Keep Low. And just vibe out with me. I got the Keep Low production shirt. And just rock out with me in this video. But anyway, how I initially met Ron Do, Henry Bolden, that's the one who allegedly shot AZ and all those people in the Bronx. You know what I mean? But anyway, initially, there was a law school in the Bronx where all the 5%ers used to go to, and they got a law school in Mecca on 126. But the other law school in the Bronx was by Washington Avenue, like in the 160s, 165th or something like that, you know what I mean? Now, when I first got knowledge of self, I was real young, and you know his name is Ron Do because he had knowledge of self too. Well, anyway, that's why his government name is Henry Bolden, but they call him Ron Do because he had knowledge of self too. And I don't know when he got knowledge of self, and you know, I build with him on a couple of occasions about the mathematics. But you know Ron Do, anybody who know Ron Do be into his own shit. So, you know what I mean? But he's a very wise brother if you sit down and congregate with him. But at this time, I was probably 14, 15. Me and my brother Justice, we was running rampant. You know, I had just got knowledge of self, but before that, we was doing a little bit of mischief or whatever. I'm not gonna get into it, but you know, children do mischief when they coming up. It's part of getting the experience in life, and especially growing up in Manhattan and Eden Ward projects. So, you know, your environment got a lot to play around it. You know, your surroundings got a lot to play out on how you come up. Well, anyway, me and Justice was doing our activities and, you know, getting to the money or whatever. And we ended up running into Ron Do, like around in 160 something, you know what I mean, towards Washington Avenue. And he pulled us to the side and he was pulling our coat on the shit that we was doing, that we was gonna end up seeing a bad situation if we continued with our behavior or whatever. But he wasn't like really trying to chastise us nothing, but he was just pulling our coat, and he took a liking to both of us, you feel me? Like, he was like, I like y'all, whatever. And he had a brother, I think his brother name was Black Seed or whatever, I'm not sure, but I think that's his twin too. But he had a brother, and so Ron Do had pulled us to the side, and he was telling us chill. So, you know, I started seeing him, and, you know, we would say peace to one another, and he asked me if I'm, you know, doing the right thing or whatever. So, you know what I mean? Fast forward, I got older, and I had got gobbled up. And just for educational purpose, gobbled up means you got arrested. Y'all know that, right? So I got arrested, and I got into a physical altercation or confrontation at Rikers Island. And, you know, I ended up getting cut in the face with a razor, and I ended up blazing up some dudes and, you know, doing what I had to do. So they kicked me out of Rikers Island, like I was telling y'all before, and I ended up going to the Bronx house. And then I seen Ron Do in the Bronx house because I was in CMC. So he was in CMC. It was me, him, Cato, Larry Davis, Tar Scott, and a couple of other people, like 3, 4 other people. But we was all in there, and, you know, me and Ron Do, I was going down on a visit and getting hit, you know what I mean, with a little bit of equality, which is some trees or whatever, right? So I would come back upstairs with trees, and, you know, I would go to the church to go meet my men so I could break my men off that wasn't in my housing area, because we all could go to church, you know what I mean? So that was the only time I was able to see my men. So Ron Do was like, what you doing? You know what I mean? I told him I got fly to church, touch my man with something. And he was like, yo, I'm going to go see my man in church too. So just wait up and we go to church together. So we started going to the church together, not going to church to go to church. We was going to church to take care of some business, you feel me, dig me? But this was in the Bronx house on 158th and River Avenue. So me and Ron Du, we stayed in the same housing area for probably 4 to 6 months, and we was in the same housing area. So, you know, I was younger than them, and I was just listening to a lot of wisdom that they had to give me. I was taking it in from him, Kato. Kato was there for killing 2 cops, and, you know, Ron Du, I'm not sure if he was there for shooting AZ at that time, but he was he was incarcerated at that time, and this is the Ron Du, Henry Bolden, that had shot AZ and all them people, allegedly. So anyway, another time, or if it was the same time, we was going back and forth to court, and I was in the bullpens with him. We was kicking it, and I was there when he blew trial, and I think they gave him 112, 114 years. But I was there when that shit popped off. Like, when it popped off, he came back through. He took it on the chin. You know what I mean? I think he knew that it was inevitable that he was going to lose that trial. So I think he was already, like, forewarned that he was going to lose it. And plus, anybody that know Ron Du, he been like one of them dudes who go in jail and he hold it down, and he's well respected, and he give it up when it's time to give it up. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? He came back, and, you know, of course he had little, like, negative things like, oh, I blew or whatever, but he was just looking at getting it on a pill or whatever. And then, you know what I mean, we stayed together for a while, and then he went up top, meaning he went upstate. You know what I mean? And then later on, within a year or two, I ended up going upstate too. And then I seen him again. He was deported in Lower F. That's long-term key lock in Clinton, Maine. You feel me? So he was deported in there, and I was in long-term key lock because I got into some other stuff. You know what I mean? And I was locked in long-term key lock. So Ron Du came through. And I was like, oh, yo, peace. And he was like, I told you. He was like, he just kicked it with me, you know what I mean? He showed me mad love, you know what I mean? He broke me off a little care package. So I don't got nothing but good things to say about Ron Du. Like I said, man, like, if you know him and you rock out with him, then I guess it's all love. It depends on how your relationship is. But if he's on the side as being your enemy, then you got a real horrible enemy, man. And that's an enemy that you really got to take care of, or he definitely going to take care of you. And that's just my take on how I met Ron Du, Henry Bolden, that shot AZ and them people, allegedly. You feel me? And yo, wherever you at, I wish you well, man. I wish you well. I wish you all peace and prosperity. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The channel name is Keep Low. That's KEEP/LO. I'm the CEO of that. My name is Lashin the Guard. I got the Keep Low production shirts in all colors. If y'all want to get them, get at me in the comment section, or you can go to the Keep Low store. It's on Facebook. You type in KEEP/LO, and it'll take you to the Keep Low store. And I got all the shirts displayed there. I got the hats that match the shirts. I got them in all colors. And yo, they first quality material. And just rock out with me. You know what I mean? I appreciate the support from everybody who subscribed to the channel. And this is Lashin the Guard. Just rock out with me. Yo, peace. I wish you all peace and prosperity. This is how I met Ron Du, Henry Bolden. Peace.